Starting January 1st, 2011, workers will be able to elect a monthly payroll deduction to cover premiums for the future cost of long-term care. The program, known as Class Act, was part of the massive health care reform bill passed by Congress this spring. Lorin Chevalier is the director of Denver Senior Helpers, and he explains what the Class Act is all about.
Yes, the Class Act program is a component of the new health care reform legislation that was passed back in March, and effectively it is a long-term care insurance program that will be administered by the U.S. government.
When there's an opportunity for something to happen automatically at work, i.e. a 401k contribution that just goes automatically out of your paycheck, that tends to be something that it's easy for people to do. And similarly, the Class Act program appears to work in a similar way, that a premium is deducted from a worker's paycheck effectively to pay for this future care. How's that exactly going to work?
The Class Act program will work through a payroll deduction. The concept is that because it will be automatic at the discretion of the employee, the opportunity to take advantage of the long-term care insurance program will be taken advantage of by more people than would have been the case if they had to set up a program or work privately through an insurance company.
So is part of the idea of this the purchasing power of a large group?
The purchasing power of a large group is important, and as more and more individuals participate in the program, the cost of the program is expected to go down. The initial projections are that the monthly premium that would be deducted from an employee's paycheck will range between $60 and $120 per month, and the number will be smaller, closer to the $60 range, as more and more individuals elect to participate.
What does that $60 or $70 or $100 get you over how much time?
And that is a great question, and it's where part of the beauty of the program comes into play, because the benefit is projected to be in the range of $75 per day. So the premium is on a monthly basis, but the actual benefit payouts will be on a per-day basis. And the intent there is that after a 5-year eligibility period, the employee will have been working, and there is a requirement that they have to work a minimum of 3 years out of 5, but they are contributing and paying premiums for a full 5-year period. And after that 5-year period, they then have essentially contributed enough money into the system, as have other individuals, to make it possible for an individual who then becomes disabled, or in the case of an elderly individual who then is starting to have difficulty managing their own affairs independently, at that point they can submit a request for benefits that would then be approved if they meet certain conditions.
And I'm assuming that it would be evaluating the individual's difficulty with performing the 6 or 7 activities of daily life: eating, mobility, dressing, toileting, things like that.
Absolutely.
That
right.
If you have difficulty in performing 2 or more things, essentially that makes you eligible for Medicare. So I imagine a similar evaluation would make you eligible for this type of long-term care as well.
And I think it's yet to be determined whether it is 2 or 3 of those activities of daily living. And different insurance programs today, different long-term care insurance policies will vary. So the expectation is that it'll be one or the other, 2 or 3 of those key activities that each of us manage every day, and normally we take them for granted. That then would make them eligible for the benefit.
Is it the case that the individual could decide to have nursing care at home or pay to have a person come in, or would it be just available for nursing home care?
The decision is going to be up to the individual. Generally, having the care made available to them at home is a lower cost proposition than institutional care in a nursing home, for example. And so to that extent, most people are are going to choose to have a home care company like Senior Helpers, which is the company that I work with, come in and provide them assistance. Maybe it's several hours a day that then becomes affordable, and in most cases it would be covered fully by that $75 per day that the Class Act insurance program would pay to them.
Where can individuals who are interested find out about the Class Act, and when can they expect that their employers will be making it available to workers?
January 1, 2011 is the effective date for the Class Act, and so between now and then the federal government is still working out the details as to how employers will treat this as a payroll deduction and where the money gets remitted to, but that is the timeline when individuals who are gainfully employed will first be able to elect to have the premiums deducted from their paycheck.
Lorin Chevalier, the director of Denver Senior Helpers, talking about the Class Act program, which will go into effect January 1st, 2011.